This isn't the California Penal League.
So I decided to go ahead and do a Week 10 recap. But before I do that, I wanted to take a look back to what the standings looked like going into last week. And just take a quick cursory glance. I'm leading the East Division at 8-1. Got Black Hammer at 6-3. You got D-Buck 5-3-1. Gabe is the same. And Fred and Matt Gabb bringing up the back end of that division. Then over here in the West, you had Andy in first, Paul in second, Eric third, Phil fourth, Dave fifth, and Mike sixth. And so that was the standings going into Week 10. Now, let's see how the Week 10 matchups panned out. All right, I took on Paul. I swept the hitting categories, which is pretty much all I needed to do. After that, I didn't have to do too much. So, won a couple out categories and pulled it out 10-3. In the next matchup, we have Eric versus Gabe. Gabe swept the hitting categories in his matchup as well. And then, he didn't need much more after that. A couple pitching categories. Holy shit. Eric, 10 quality starts. Well, you didn't lose for a lack of effort there, guy. But maybe I should start making some streaming videos, because how the fuck do you have 10 quality starts, which means you probably have like a dozen or more starts, period, and you only get 72 Ks out of that many starts. Like, who are you picking? Anyways, nice ERA, nice whip, but geez. I just figured you had more Ks with that many starts. But anyways, so Gabe wins that one, 9-4-1. Move to the next matchup. You have Phil versus Matt Gabb. Matt Gabb pulled out a squeaker, 7-6-1. Let's see if there's any categories that could have flip-flopped that. That were pretty close. Thought this was pretty damn close. The home runs. Oh, and the runs. Damn. So that could have easily gone the other way. But good job to Matt Gabb squeaking that out. Next matchup, we got Dave versus D-Buck. The two Daves. Small ballers took 6 of the 7 hitting categories. So after that, they didn't need much. He was able to pick up ERA and whip. And D-Buck struck out a ridiculous 75. And Dave wound up winning 8-4-2. The next matchup, we have Mike versus Andy. Looks like Mikey. Mikey swept the pitching categories. Got a lot of sweeps in these, a lot of category sweeps. And so after that, he didn't need much more and kind of cruised to victory. It looks like 10-3-1. In the final matchup, we have Andy versus Fred. Looks like Andy was pretty balanced. 5 pitching categories, 3 hitting. Still a close matchup. Still a pretty close matchup overall. Let's see if anything could have flipped in Fred's favor so we could pull it out. That's kind of Stolen bases, maybe you could have flip-flopped that. But other than that, yeah, looks like Andy just held on there. Nice win. And that brings us to the standings at the beginning of this week, Week 11. As you can see, not much has changed. Actually, nothing has changed in the East Division. I moved up to 9-1. Looks like Mikey won, Gabe leapfrog D-Buck, and Fred and Matt Gabb stayed in the same position. Andy won to move up to 6-3-1. Paul stayed in second. There's a big leapfrog here. Dave went from 5th in the division all the way to 3rd. Then you got Eric at 4th. Phil fell to 5th, and then Mike still sitting at 6th in the division. And let's go through some of the categories. We have Gabe leading in runs, Dave leading in home runs, Dave leading in extra base hits, not a surprise, because he leads in home runs. Gabe leading in RBIs. Paul, of course, still running away with steals. Mike leading in average, as well as OPS. I'm leading in Ks. D-Bucks leading in quality starts. I'm leading in Ws. D-Bucks leading in saves. I'm leading in holds. Paul's still leading in ERA. And Paul's still leading in WHIP. Okay, so that kind of shows where we came from and where we stand now. But I want to take a little deeper look into the standings. First column is the standings as they are today. Second column is the average category rank, as it implies. It's where you rank on average in each of the 14 categories. Then the third column is the average category rank standings. The green just means the two standings match. The red numbers are if the standings are at least 3 standard deviations away from the regular standings. So I match up in each standing, and then we have Fred and Matt at the bottom. They match up with each type of standing. You look at the Reds, Andy's 2 in our regular standings, but just 5 in the ACR standings. So this, take this with a grain of salt, but maybe that means he's had a little bit of matchup luck. Same with Mikey, 7 in the ACR standings, but he's all the way up to 3. So maybe he's had some good fortune in some matchups, And then the non-colored ones just mean you're like within 2 or less. So Gabe perhaps could be a little higher, but he's pretty close, just 2 away. D-Buck's about right where he should be according to these. Now these are just, some shit I came up with, It's not the end-all be-all. Looks like Paul could have some good fortune here. He's 4 higher than the ACR standings. Looks like Dave might be having some bad matchup luck. He's 3 in the ACR, but all the way down to 7 in the regular standings. Then you have Eric, Phil, and Mike are all about, quote unquote, where they should be. Anyways, I thought I'd just take a quick look at this. Take it how you want to take it. It's whatever. It's just something I thought I'd do for fun. Some of these teams, were auto-drafted completely. Some were auto-drafted some of the time, and we have a new manager. So, this is not, if your rankings don't match up like in a good way, this is not like, damning you or anything. It's just, another way to look at it. Because sometimes when you just look at the standings and the head-to-head, they don't always show everything. I could easily have been first and then 10th in an average category ranking. And, I'd gladly admit I was lucky or having matchup luck, whatever, or vice versa. All right, well, that's it. That's a little look I wanted to take. Now here's my Week 11 matchup predictions. Okay, so the first matchup features 2 first-place teams, me versus Andy. Going, I guess, position by position. And mind you, this is just my opinion. It's subjective. If you want to leave a comment and tell me I'm an idiot, that's fine. But I'm going to go just position by position and make a quick guess as to who I think is going to win. Wieters versus Martin. Martin's been on a little bit of tear lately. Wieters kind of been consistent. I'll say that's a push. I'm taking Goldie over Myers, so put the check mark in my column. I'll give him Cano, so we're 1-1. I'll give him Beltre, so 2-1. I'll take Bogey over Castro, so 2-2. I'll take Diaz over Segura, 3-2. I'll take Piscotty over Pierce. And his center fielder is Hamilton. It's just on his bench, but I'm taking Betts over him, so it's like 4-2. Taking Martinez over Bats till Bats heats up. Taking Massaro over Hayward. Taking Ortiz over Carinos. I'm going to give him Crawford. So I've lost count there, but I think I'm up quite a bit as far as the hitters go. Take a look at pitching. Scherzer, Cueto. Those are pretty nice. Couple nice aces there. Salazar, Matz, Archer's up and down, Darvish. He has Urias. Pitching might be close, a little closer to each other. But I think overall, I think I'll take this matchup. Might not come as a surprise. I'm picking myself to win, but I mean, I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. Going position by position, I think I have the edge here. Anyway, let's go to the next matchup. We have Matt Gabb versus Eric. I'll take Vogt over Rupp, barely. Rupp actually hits the ball pretty hard, but I'll take Cabrera, so we're 1-1. Take Kinsler, 2-1 Matt. Take Bryant, 2-2. Correa's hurt right now. He's supposed to come back Tuesday, but we'll see. But Seager's kind of on fire, so 3-2 Matt. I'll give Eric Carter 3-3. I'll give Eric Braun 4-3 Eric. Geez, this is a tough one. I'll say push, so still 4-3 Eric. I'll give Eric Bruce, so 5-3 Eric. I'll give, that might be a push. Stanton's disappeared. I'll give Eric Napoli, so 6-3. Jesus Christ here. I'll give Matt Gabb this, so 6-4 Eric. I like Estrada better than Colby Lewis, even though I think Estrada might have struggled last time out. I will take, God, this is a close one. I'll take Kluber, so that might be 6-6 now. Sanchez struggled last time out, but he's not bad. I'll take Price over Liriano, Tillman over Lincecum. I'll take Pomeranz over Shoemaker. So I've lost count, but just taking cursory glance, I'm going to say Eric wins this matchup. I'm not giving a fucking score prediction, but I'm just saying Eric will win it. We go Eric. You cute little Hispanic you. Here we got D-Buck versus Phil. This is a close one. Gaddis has been really cold lately, even though he has more power than JT. I'm going to give JT the edge here. I'll give Hosmer the edge. He's had an incredible year. I'll give Hosier, Take Me to Church. So I'll say 3-0. This is 4-0. I'll say 4-1. I like Gong. I'll take Seager. So 4-2 Dave. 5-2 Cesspool. I don't know if Trout's going to be, how soon he'll be playing. And Jones is on fire lately. I'll just say that's a push. So still 4-2 Dave. I'll give Polanco to Phil 4-3. I'll just say that's a push. Victor for sure 4-4. Probably Forsythe 5-4. Arrieta 5-5. If Chatwood's on the road, I'll give him. And Ventur's about to be suspended. So 6-5 Phil. Fulmer's been on fire 6-6. I hate Casilla. I'll give Robertson 7-6 Phil. Gregerson's not even closing anymore. 8-6 Phil with Kimbrel. Let's see. Jeez. Gomez. I guess I'll do Holds guys versus Holds guys. So I'm going to take Phelps over him because these are the other two Holds guys. So what is that, like 9-6? These are a bunch of pitchers. Sale versus Zimmerman. I'm taking Sale. Walker versus Nelson. And it's a push. Anyway, get the point. I'm thinking Phil has the slight edge here. I'm going to go with Phil wins this matchup versus D-Buck. All right, let's pick up the pace a little bit. This video is running long. Oh, no. We got Mikey versus Dave. I'm going to take Posey here. I'm going to take Rizzo 1-1. Take Zobrist 2-1 Mikey. Take LaGloria 2-2. Macho Man 3-2. Rendon's been heating up lately 4-2. Holiday's been heating up 5. Take Desmond 6 for Dave. Take Harper 3. Take Fowler 4, so getting closer. That's a push. I'll take JBJ. I think Dave still has the edge in my head. I'll take Lester. Take Strauss. Dave still has the edge. I'll take, yeah, it might be a push right there. Papelbon gets more opportunities. I'll take him, so we're getting a little closer. Ooh, we might be tied here in my head with Melanson getting the edge there. I like Vizcaino better, so give Dave the edge there. And going back and forth here. Oh God, yeah, Thor. I'm gonna give Dave the edge in this matchup. Dave the edge. Let's go to the next one. We got Fred versus Mike. Take LaCroix over Sally. Take Double E. Take Altuve. Give Mike Murph. So 3-1. Fred. Give Lador 3-2. Say push. Yeah, give him Thompson. So let's say it's tied. Give him Kutch. It's probably a push. Jeez. Ozuna's been pretty good. I'll give Mike Ozuna. That's a tough one. Give him Valencia. Give him Mad Bomb. And let's see the closers. Rosie's been erratic, but I'll probably give it to him. He takes Jansen. He probably takes. I'll give Mike Ozuna. Cole's hurt. McCullers is up and down. Gray, we'll see. Teron doesn't win, but he's pitched very well. Sabathia's been on a roll. That's tough. Tough matchup here. I'm going to give Mike the slight edge. Like I said, these are just subjective. You know, what the fuck do I know? All right, the last matchup, Paul versus Gabe. Gabe has been on a little roll, I believe, because he just leapfrogged Dave. D-Buck, rather. Don't want to confuse the Daves. Paul is still in second in his division. So let's go ahead and go through here. I'll give Gabe Ramos Vato easily. I'll give him Pedroia. Give him Donaldson. I'll give Paul Story. I don't know what Yelich has done lately. I'd just say it's a push since I don't know any better. Kane to Gabe. I'll give Marte to Paul. God, Lomo or Pujols? I guess Pujols to Gabe. Obviously Kershaw. Obviously Jose. Tanaka. Davis. Let's see. Miller and Jefferson. I'll give Gabe the slight edge in the RP department. Let's see Felix on the DL. Hendricks. Give him Rourke. It's looking like Gabe's going to take this matchup, I think. Yeah, so Gabe gets the matchup. So you heard it here. Let's go through them again. I will take this one. I believe I gave Matt Gab the edge. I can't remember for sure. And let's see what I give. Dave here. Did I give Mike the edge here and then Gabe the edge here? Anyways, I hope I remember those correctly. If not, fuck it. You can rewind, see what I just went through the matchups. Well, I look forward to a good week 11. You guys keep staying active. I'm liking the league so far. And the little one's going nuts, so I'm going to have to cut this short. All right, I'm out.